Hello, hello, hello. Let me... it's time. Let me post in the Discord that we're live. Okay. Server's been pinged. Okay. Was on earlier. Hello.
He's at the warehouse.
Oh. Wait, Lang, you mean?
Yeah, come kidnap him.
Okay, yeah, I want to. I did see them just before Storm and showed them the spot that I grabbed.
Oh, okay.
And something they mentioned to me, which I agree, this is like the whole point of what I wanted, was they said something about like, this is a lot of places, like, you know what I mean? Like we now own a lot of spots, kind of implying like we should sell some, and I agree.
21 cars. What?
So what
I
I
think
want
you
to
were
do...
already planning on
Yeah.
selling the Los Santos, the Los
Yeah,
Little Soul.
yeah, I was gonna sell the little soul spot, and then I was going to potentially also sell my Polito property actually, and keep
Oh.
one of those bigger spots for myself slash crew use, and like have a back area that's all mine, and keep at it up, and then like front is all crew. Is my thought, because I love having a spot in Polito, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Like it's just so far, and I would rather someone who actually like is gonna be using it often
lives
have
up
it.
there.
Yeah, exactly. So I might like talk to Guild. Or I could keep that one if I'm getting rid of the little soul one, just so I have one personal property that no one else has.
Yeah.
But
I would
yeah.
definitely keep it for yourself, because I know you could or sell it
Right.
to someone up there.
Yeah, and it's technically crew use, but it's mine. Like I never had the crew pay for it or anything, so you know, so I will see. But I just want one spot for me. I don't need multiple. I would rather other people be able to buy stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to them about consolidating different things now that we have these new spots. They're also larger, so we might be able to make some stuff work out.
Yeah, I do need to talk to you. Apparently, I don't know if you talked to Donnie last storm, but
Yes.
Jason and Cole moved everything out of the Shine house.
Yeah, because there was stuff missing.
No. Oh, what just happened?
Oh, you good?
I found a hole in the warehouse and it...
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, they moved it into Cole's cars
Right.
that are parked. But so apparently instead of removing Valve's access, they just removed all the Shine stuff out of the house.
Oh, okay. Because Donnie talked to me and was like, he messaged me this morning and he was like, hey, there's stuff missing. Did you take anything out of the house? Whatever. So I don't know the situation.
Jason moved it out of... Jason and Cole moved it out of the house.
So it's not actually missing.
No.
Okay.
My problem is, like, they did all that and didn't tell nobody.
Yeah. Also, can I get a key to your new spot so
Yeah,
I can show them? I have a cutter.
Have the cutter? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought about leaving it.
Mm-hmm.
You have it on you.
Yeah, I do have the key cutter. And then throw me on your panel whenever you can. Oh, he ran out. Okay.
You should be on the panel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fudge. Which of these two keys is it?
That's always the question. That's something I
think
did
it's
last
this
night. I went
one.
to all of the properties I've access to and like checked and relabeled keys just to make sure.
I have 2 that says throwaway, so
Mm-hmm.
that's great. I think it's this one.
Yeah, I had some that were
Do
dead.
you have the key cutter?
I do. Well, let me give you that.
But it made me, it kind of worries me. Maybe we shouldn't have the shine in that house anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing with like these new properties is I want to consider stuff like that, you know. So I am I have our list that we made of the different properties, but I want to consolidate a little more where possible. So I'm just going to go over it, come up with a plan, give it to them, be like, we should do this, and hopefully they agree. We'll see. But I'm going to try
Yeah,
for it.
they did start putting guns and stuff up in the red one, the red trailer.
Yeah. I think the red one is good, but part of me kind of wants to... Yeah, I think we should keep the red one. I think we should keep the red one as is, and then...
Well, they like that it's in the middle, but they say that until it's all the way down here, and then they're gonna be crying that there's not an armory down here.
Exactly. So we need a secondary one. So that's why I want one of the new spots to be secondary armory, I think. But yeah, we'll discuss. We'll discuss. For
I'm
now...
ready to decorate. Let me loose.
Me too, honestly.
Oh, let me know if you need any furniture for... Oh, Teddy wants to buy your GG gas, he said.
Oh, I sold that to Larry.
Oh.
Larry owns it because he's going to make it the Lucky
He
Plucker
was so sad
too.
you bought it.
No, I didn't know Teddy would have wanted it. Okay.
I didn't know either. It was really funny. I was surprised. Yeah. He was like, I'm so depressed now. I was like, who is this?
Maybe he would like my little soul property. I'll ask him if he wants that one instead. I don't know if he wants it because like he might have liked the gas station vibe, but
yeah, he wanted to make a weed front like Dinks. So then I showed him Dinks, and he was like,
oh, maybe the little soul one is good for that, or maybe he gets involved in Dinks. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you can. In my mind, I'm like, bro, you can have Dinks. Like,
right, exactly. So okay, maybe I'll discuss with him. I'll see.
That's like a shits and giggles kind of thing. I don't think that thing's gonna make us money.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, we'll see. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna go check on my spots real quick then, and I'm gonna make sure this key works.
Let me know. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I'll let you know if it doesn't. So I didn't stream Saturday. I just hopped on just for my usual check chat, and then I was on for a bit, and like an hour into Storm, I think, or half hour into Storm, some properties came up. And normally I wouldn't like try to get a lot, but they were close to Cyprus. So I was like, oh fuck. So I wanted to get those so we can maybe sell off some of our other stuff that are in better spots for other players and have some of these for us. So I'm gonna go to them. I'll show you what I got. You might have seen on other POVs, but... So I got one, Sophia got one. It's not a secret channel at all. It's not a secret channel. I'm literally trying to advertise this so people know to watch here for other shit. But this area all went up for sale. So I bought this little gas station, and sold it to Larry at cost, by the way. I'm not selling things to crew members for profit, for the record. I'm not scalping, because I know some people scalp properties and it's annoying. So I've been working on this. Larry wants to make the Lucky Plucker again. He misses having it. So I've been working on it. I'm still cooking. This is like not nearly anywhere done. But he wanted to be like gas station convenience stores. I need to make like shelving for some of these things and place them better. This needs to be done. I was making like a room for Larry up here with some storage. I don't know how I want to hide this or make it open. I don't know. But I also put these in order. This should actually be there if it were exactly the same. But I wanted this to look like the old side counter of the old Lucky Plucker. So I put like the same machines that he had. I got to fix up the flat top. This is an ice cream thing, but I was putting like the trays in here to maybe cover it so it looks like it's like chicken related. I'm gonna work on that more. Yeah, I don't love the sliding door, but you know. But yeah, I'm working on it, and then like counter to eat. So it is not nearly done. Obviously, there's still a lot happening, but yeah, I wanted to give it like the dirty gas station plus Lucky Plucker vibes. He wanted it to be like not the literal Lucky Plucker. He doesn't want the exact same thing, but he wanted it to be like a you know, like a bodega kind of thing. And I was like, oh. Bet. So yeah, so we got like lottery scratch offs and stuff. So I'm gonna work on it more, but that's what I've been doing on that. I didn't really put a lot of time into it yet. I just like slap the stuff that we want in there for sure down, and then I'll go later and arrange. Yeah, the mannequin torso, that's his girlfriend that I got for him. Kitty bought this one. So it's this rectangle. So it goes until that wall. And then until here. This corner. Right where my head is. Right there. That's hers. Which will be great because she was using our farm space in the stables. Now she can have her own farm. And then this huge one, these two doors are both part of one. This giant rectangle, this tall one, is all one. It's the same size as our Frank's warehouse, basically, but like one rectangle. No back doors. We don't need a huge property, though, and it's like 7 mil. We have Frank's already. I really think another gang should have the opportunity, or another, like Civs, other players should have the opportunity to get something huge, so I really don't want it. But it goes this far back. And then I got this one. This one I got. So I used mostly my funds and a little bit of crew fund just to make sure that we locked it down. It's nice. It's nice. I like the location. I think it's hard to see. You can still see the front door. Like if a cop were staking it out, they could post up like over there and look. But I like it. So some of the smaller properties that we have random shit in for the crew, I figure we could kind of consolidate to here, so it's not far from Cyprus. How many square feet? This is under 2K. Let me see. This one. It was 1272 when I bought it. It's 1895, so 1900 square feet. So I have these two. So I kind of want to... Here's what I want. I want to know which of the two that we got here, because I'll show you the other one in a sec, they want to keep. And then one I wanted to keep just for like me and Sophia, and maybe some of the girls, and do like girls' night out of it, and then have some of our crew stuff just for us. So we have like personal spots, and I wanted to make a girls' house. like I wanted to make a Cyprus girls' house. So I think this one could be great for that. And it's basically like the girls can store their stuff here. A lot of the girls don't have houses. They just have like spots that they share with a bunch of people for crew shit. I almost wanted to make like really nice looking barracks for the girls. Kind of like stables, but just for the girls, you know? So I think I want to personally own that property. Sell one or two of my others. And just have this. So that's my idea for this. Or the one Sophia has, which is that corner. Either one. And then the other one would be purely crew. Because I don't think the crew needs both of these. I think it's better for us to have like a lot of small spots. So that way they're like under different ownership. If they get raided, they have different things in them. And then Jason also wanted to make a bar. She has like an idea for it. So I'm like, maybe it could be half and half. We live in the back and then the front is like Jason's like club thing. She wanted to make like club. I think we need more spots for RP. You know what I mean? And then this is Sophia's. Let's see if this key that she got for me works and if she properly put me on the panel. Oh. Right. Yes. Okay. So she got this one. Now it has no windows, which makes me think it's better for like, this is the crew one. It's slightly taller and I think they're similar heights, but this one doesn't have a vaulted ceiling. It's all rectangle. So it could be better for a proper, yeah. So I'm thinking this could be new shine spot and farm? I don't know. She wanted a second farm. I wanted another money spot. I think it could basically be Frank's too, because we need to split that into 2 locations because the guys don't want... I was going to have Dawn offices and stuff, so they don't want a lot of people having keys to Frank's. So either this spot is the one that's like Dawn's and me only, or Frank's offices are. Or not me only. I mean like whoever currently has access to Frank's, which is Dawn's, money people, and farmers. Then they don't want to give everyone keys to that because our money shit is around. Things are keypadded, yes, but they don't want people walking in the back. So I'm like, we need to split stuff out. We need a spot that like every crew member can have access to. And the stables kind of are that. But we need 2 locations that everyone can have space in. So my thought was this could be second money spot depot. Like fill the wall with washers and do my mailboxes. Some in here and some in Frank's. The ones that people have access to in Frank's. Those people go there. The people who don't have access to Frank's stables are here. I don't know. We were trying to discuss it. I was also saying Buttcoin farm. I was saying Buttcoin farm and legal money shit could also go in there. Like there are ways we could do it. So Sophia and I sat there and cooked on a lot of different plans of how we could reallocate. But I'm thinking like one of these should be legal, one of these should be illegal. Maybe if we use them both for crew. But then with the way they've been outfitting the red trailer, we kind of don't need that. So that's what I'm thinking. We sell one to crew, maybe the Sophia one. Although Lang really likes this one, so if he wants it, I'm gonna be like, ah. But I want this one. To do the girls thing that I was saying, like girls' night, maybe Jason's distillery. She wants to call the distillery her bar and club. You know, I like a spot that generates a little more RP. I think would be nice. Also, it's like really close to this, and Larry's kind of the 404 boys like here a lot, you know. So, but yeah, because I don't want to own a million properties, and I want to have other people have access to my properties and be able to do things together in them. So, yeah. Sophia's is more hidden, right? That's why I think that would be better for like cruise shit. I showed Lang and Speedy together earlier on this, and he was like, "Oh, I love this," but yeah. Actually, let me tell them that I'm around. I did tell them I would be around. They did see me before, but and also text Mooch. There we go. He likes the face of the building. Yeah, but it's very exposed. So I think my ideal is this is the house for the women of Cyprus. The thing that I want to make, and I sell off at least one of my other properties and move my shit in there. And then this one is our illegal shit. Do you want washing in a different spot than Frank's? I want 2 spots. I think having 1 spot. So we have the fudge house. I want to move what's in the fudge house to one of these. Because this is more discreet than going in and out of the fudge house. A fudge house is like very visible. Yeah, 2 spots in case of war. Well, we do have the 2, but we don't tell anyone about the fudge house. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have a spot that's more just straight up illegal. We move illegal money to it, and then we move illegal money out of it after it's been washed. But like when you're around here and like Hades is on the block and everything, and you're like, oh, I want to put money in the fudge house. It's just kind of, I don't know. Everyone sees you running in and out with duffel bags. So I'd rather that spot for that sort of thing. And then honestly, I would like if people would just sell off some of their properties at that point, or they keep them for personal use and it's not crew use. I don't want every single fucking property to be like crew use, because then people are afraid to use them for their own RP, because they're like, oh, what if the crew wants it? So they don't touch it, you know. And I want the building utilization to be better, because an issue on the server is the lack of availability of stuff, you know. And people want personal properties because it does generate RP for them, having like their house that their character wakes up in and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and mine are like, or the ones that Sophia and I got are commercial. So what I did was I got the little one and immediately sold it at cost to Larry, because Larry's gonna use it, the gas station. He's gonna use it for all that shit. So, you know, people will be going in and out of there. He's gonna use this as like a little business looking thing. My head. Are they meeting over there? Whenever they're parked there. Fucking meeting. Okay. And then my first order of business is changing the notes. So, plants. This is weed. Date, name, amount, depoted. This is for weed. I'll say numbers sold This is for baggies. Number of baggies is weed. Oops, 48. Oh, no, wait. That's right. This is only... Hold on. Hold on. This one is the money one. We moved it. We moved it. She added a second one just for that. My bad. Okay. So the depots are a little weird because they're not going to do it like this anymore.
Oh. They're by the water.
Oh, yeah. They're by the water, huh? Well, if I walk over, they're just going to be like, we're having a meeting, so...
They're gonna be like, scatter!
Yep, yep. What were you talking to them about?
The cloak thing.
Ah, okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm hoping,
Said they're gonna talk to her.
that'll be good. The spots that we have, I showed... So Lang and Speedy really like mine, or like Lang especially likes mine. But here's what I want. I think one should go to crew. And that one should be... We move Buttcoin Farm there. We have some money shit there. We just have, you know, I think like the honestly, the Fudge House, I would love to move to that spot because then it's more discreet. Running with duffel bags in and out of the Fudge House is not fun. And I want more people to have access to be able to, like, captains to be able to dump illegal money in a second spot so they don't have to call us up. And we don't have to have it in a clean spot and then move it.
That warehouse?
So, like, your corner one, I think would be good for that. I think Buttcoin Farm and Illegal Money Depot. And enforcers have and up all have access to it. That is my thought. And then
You can't have washers next to mining racks.
do you mean you literally can't, or you're just saying because of power?
It's like a weird thing with like the heating and the power.
Oh, so it doesn't function like that anymore? Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently
Okay.
they decay faster or something.
Hmm. It's different from how it was. Okay. Sorry, I'm also eating. Well then, I think Buttcoin Farm, honestly, it could stay where it is, but I would really like it to be accessible to more
crew.
just a couple more people. Yeah. Or
honestly, it
someone
could.
should be
It's just fucking give keys out.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even need to be moved. So we could leave, I think Buttcoin Farm in the small spot is good as long as they're not trying to expand it a ton because there's not going to be a lot of room in there to put more, I don't think. Like somewhat, yes, but nothing crazy. And then I think your spot, Illegal Money Depot plus Secondary Farm would be really nice. And then that could be 2 floors though, so I don't know. I feel like we have too many spots. So I want to find proper uses. I think my spot, I would really like to actually sell off one of my other properties and then buy out any of the crew fund that I used for that and own it. Because I want to make us a girl's house, a Cypress girl's house. Where it's kind of like the stables, but just for the girls. I think we need that for our mental, and then we could run girls' night out of it. And then Jason wanted to make a business where it's like called the Distillery, and it's like a bar and club sort of thing. So I was like, hey, if there's enough room, we could even do that. But I think just having it as the Cypress girls' house is really nice. And then we have like a lounge in the front for girls' night. And I really want that for us. I feel like the girls need it. So, and then you and I can have storage that we know no one can
No one will
ever
touch.
be near. Yeah, no one can move it around. Because even if we keep had stuff up in here, people could move furniture around, right? They could slide things around, and things do get moved, and it freaks me the fuck out sometimes. So my thought is it becomes girls' night place, and then I could also leave the savings in there, and
Yeah, just move
you know,
all my guns to one of Teddy's spots.
yeah, I think having that as the girls' night HQ would be great, and then we sell yours to the crew. What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. Mine honestly would go great for the crew just because it has those two doors and
Yeah,
it
the
can
spot is so discreet.
we can put a wall and have like front and back facing, and I think
Mm.
it's tall enough to have 2 floors. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's good enough for 2 floors especially. Mm-hmm. I like that. We could split it. Yeah, and then so you paid. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was checking the money stuff. You paid for that out of pocket, right? The entirety of that
Yeah.
warehouse. Okay, so you would need full reimbursement for that one if we use it for crew stuff. I would pay you for that.
Mhm.
And then my thought is the girls' night one, either because I paid like 700K of my own money into it, and then the rest was crew fund. So we could either I sell off one of my other properties and use that fund to pay the crew back, or if you want to half own it, you can just go in on it with me. But otherwise, I would just own it outright and just sell off one of my other ones. I just don't know if you want like stake
Yeah,
in it.
I could do half just so uh, you have some monies
Yeah.
if you really want to sell your other properties. I mean, honestly,
Well, I do probably
I
want to sell one of my other spots off,
I
but
don't
also they could have functions, so I don't know yet.
I don't really have anything I want to buy, and the only thing I've been
Mm.
saving up for is buying these properties for the
Me
crew.
too.
So
I wanted my own warehouse area and something industrial or commercial near or in Cyprus, and that's what that is. So I feel like I don't need my little soul property anymore. I am fully ready to just get rid of that. It's beautiful and the windows are huge, but I don't want it. So if someone in the crew is like, "Oh, you should keep it for the crew," I'll be like, "Okay, crew can buy it for me." From me. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
leaving my own money in it because I don't want it if I have this one.
The
So,
only thing I was thinking is if the 404 wanted to switch with us with like your property, because you said like
mm,
they don't want to be in there because they're sad.
I get that, but we have windows. I don't think they have
Oh,
windows.
404 doesn't have windows? Oh,
No.
fuck that.
Yeah, I don't like that. And we girls need windows. The girls need sunlight. We will freak out if we don't have windows. This is Jason. She's gonna
Yeah,
love
she
this.
keeps calling me.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Hello?
I think my wood's here.
Hi, happy
Hi.
Monday.
Hello. I got a slight update from the stuff that we were
Okay.
talking about. So
Okay.
I heard that you and Cole moved stuff out of that house.
Yes.
Okay.
I gave Sakura a full report.
Got it. Okay, beautiful. Because Donnie messaged me earlier this morning and was like, "Hey, did you take anything out of the house? Because like he was like $230,000 worth of moonshine is like gone," and he was like freaking out
Yeah,
because he's gonna come around early.
I spoke to him as well. He is in paranoid mode, just so you are aware. I tried to alleviate that, but I don't know that I helped any.
Okay.
So, do you want the TLDR or kind of the whole rundown?
You can give the whole one. You can go for it.
Okay, so on Friday, Sakura talked with Cole, wanted Val kicked out of the house.
Okay.
I spoke with Cole on Saturday. He's and I don't know. She said today she didn't want it done diplomatically. She just wanted him off the panel. But we thought we could talk to him today and do it more diplomatically. That way, any information he might have on us would stay with him and not be found elsewhere.
Okay.
Yesterday, while I was around, it was just me and Cole. Apple was kind of around, but not really around, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We came back to the house to get a lockpick, and Val's drawers were empty.
Oh, so you
So
think that was a move out kind of thing?
yes,
silent
we
move out?
think he, like a silent move out, or he got
Okay.
tipped off to something. So I transferred my Speedo into Cole's name and we got everything out of the house, all the moonshine, all the guns. There was no money because there was a depot on Friday. So we moved everything out. We took coal off the panel. That way, if we were raided for any reason, nothing would be tied back to coal.
Okay.
That way, everything would stay safe. Then I spoke to Joe briefly right before the end of storm last night. He said I needed to wake up early today and talk to a captain. So that is what I did. I spoke to Sakura and Queenie, so they both know what's going on. Cole will be around in 4, 5, 6 hours, something like that. And we can get everything back from him. He's not keeping any of it, which is what Donnie's paranoid about.
Okay. I mean, he's been good. He's been really good. So hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. No, I trust him. And if for whatever reason he does keep everything, I just hope the Dons let me kill him before they kill me.
Oh, for sure.
But that's kind of where we are. Everything is out of this house. This house is completely clean. The last bit is when I woke up this morning. Val had a gun stash in his room with a lock on it. The lock is at the bottom of his bed today. So he is done moving out, and Sakura made sure I took him off the panel. So he is gone. Hopefully nothing is super out of the ordinary with anything going on, but I don't know how burned this house is.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I think so who owns that?
I do.
Okay. And do you want to just like kick people out of it, or do you want to just not use that one anymore because people know where it is? Like, what if you could have it the way you want it, what would you do? Or just have a different spot?
You know, I think at least for the time being, having a different spot for the shine would probably be a good idea, just in case. And the thing is with Val, he likes to keep notes on people. He's done it with Bruce's warehouses. I don't know if he's done it with this house or to what extent he has.
Right. So you would think he would kind of like snitch potentially about like where you guys are operating.
Yes, potentially. I can't. Okay. So I think moonshine wise, we're probably not going to be able to run it out of the house, but we may be able to use the house still as like a money depot. Just because you can't see what people are bringing in and out with money.
Right.
I mean, the plan was never to stay in this house with the moonshine forever anyway. This just kind of expedited the process, unfortunately.
Okay. Then and how do you feel about location? If you could have an ideal spot for a new like shine spot, where would you do it? Would you want something up north? Would you want something closer to here?
I would say anything low key. I don't think location matters too much.
Okay, because I'm thinking a lot about properties because of the stuff that I told you about. So my thought is either one of the ones around here can partially be that, because we were thinking about putting a secondary farm in one spot.
Right.
Or my Polito spot currently has some stuff stored that I could use a different location for.
Hello.
So my thought was, if I'm kind of done with my Polito spot, or I just want, it's really just money that I have stored, cold stored. If I want to move that somewhere else, maybe I sell you guys the Polito location, because that is the front and back door, and the back door is very discreet.
Oh, okay, nice.
And that could be good. But the problem is it's in Polito, so, you know, as long as the location's okay, because I don't know if that's a little far for people. And if they're leaving a lot of money in there and then ferrying money from that to another spot, I don't know if that's kind of far for them, you know?
Well, what we could do is keep the shine in Polito and then keep the money depot in this house.
Mm,
and then it's
okay.
not together.
I think that would be good. I think that would be good. Yeah, because having them, like, if that place gets raided and they find a bunch of moonshine, they're going to take all of your money, right?
Right,
But
right,
if that place
exactly.
doesn't have that, then maybe, you know?
Right,
I don't
right.
know what else is
That's
in
been
there,
my
though.
thought for a while. Nothing.
Mhm.
It.
Oh,
We
okay.
had guns, but even those
Mm.
are out right now. So
Okay.
Uh,
So maybe the Polito spot is just the moonshine itself.
yes, that's what I would. That's what I've been wanting to do. Just properties have been up, so
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to separate it. But that's what I've been wanting to do is keep it separate.
Yeah, I like that. And that's why I grabbed the spots that I saw so quickly over the weekend because they're close to Cyprus. So when we want something low-key somewhere else, I don't want that to be random storage that we don't use often. I want that to be something that's highly used and there's a reason for it to be far from Cyprus. So,
Right.
and I'll sell it to you guys at cost, whoever wants to own it. I don't think I would want it in my name because I just don't want so many properties in my name, but I also am down if you guys don't really have the right person to own it. But if you want to do it or whatever,
I mean, I don't mind owning it, just because I am bought in and Dayrell and Cole aren't yet.
right.
But I mean, if Dayrell, he would be the ideal person because he's pretty clean. If he was bought in, having it in
Yeah.
his name, and then if one location's rated, they're not both rated.
Exactly. I like separating out, and that's why I don't want a spot like that in my name because I'm gonna own other stuff. So I feel like it's better to spread it out a little. But yeah, I think that would be really good if
Right.
people are cool with Polito. And I don't think I've shown it to you, but it has a
No.
front door. It's right next to the clothing store. It's 2 doors down, the yellow building. It has a front door and a back door. It's one of the old moonshine drop-offs. It's behind a little half wall. It's fenced in. Back door that is tucked away.
Okay.
It's like in that little L shape area. And that's really, really low key for carrying crates in and out. So
I like that. Okay.
yeah, so that would be good. And the way I have it set up right now, I could leave the walls the way they are. I have it set when you walk in the front, it feels like the ceiling is low and you're just in a small storefront. You're like, oh, this sucks. And then you walk out. If you walk in the back, there's a little hallway because the back wall that I put there is fake. And then there's a ladder going up, and the upper sliver of that building is where I was storing some stuff. So
okay.
you could just leave it all the same, but it's just a way like you could tear it out and use that thing whole. It's nice as it is. You don't really need to do that, but I did it just for the fun of it, you know. So it's just kind of a way that you could do that. So, but yeah, the Polito spot, I think I should probably then sell that to you guys, and it's commercial. It's commercial, so if you need like a grow bed, you want an extra spot or something like. That is possible.
Right. Okay, nice.
But yeah, I'd be super down to have you guys have that for Shine, and then you know, just move, like, make it the Cypress Shine spot, really.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was fine. Because I know there's multiple locations, and I was just kind of running what was here. So
and I want it to be, you know, like something that is ours that other people don't really know about. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I will say with Cole and Day and all that, I've been vouching for some people to get bought in, but also they're trying to trim the fat, right? So I don't know
Right.
where things will go, but I think at the very least Cole will definitely be considered because he's so high earning and he's been with us for so long and he's been dedicated and he's had no complaints about that. He's just been like yeah, I want to help Cyprus, so I see no reason to not bring him in.
Yes. Right.
Well,
I
I
like
like
if it helps with
Day as well. I will say that. I think the Dons don't know him though. They haven't seen
if it helps his case, he is more of a clean person, so
Right.
that's why he doesn't have a lot of earnings. But he makes
sure.
all the parts for our mechanics, and I don't think we would want to lose that.
Yeah, I agree. I think having him as another
He also
clean person could
yeah,
even be
he
good,
also
but I don't know if he intends to stay clean.
right. I think he was kind of the same case as me. Is if he gets dirty, he gets dirty, and if not, he
Okay.
doesn't. But if we tell him to stay clean, he would.
Mm.
He's also been doing some of the oxy runs with Cole.
Right, they've been providing a fuck ton for the crew with Oxy. So.
Yes, yeah. Cole was pissed off because he didn't get as much done yesterday as he wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I like them both, you know that. And I would be down for them to know about that shine spot and all that, and just sell it off to you guys. And, you know, anyone who's currently an associate or bought in can know about it. But then beyond that, I would like to cut it off from those people so you don't have to worry about issues like this. You know what I mean? I think that'd be perfect for us.
Right. And well, Val was always kind of that weird thing because he was in the house before this one. And
yeah,
Sai and I felt bad for him just getting kicked out of a house he put a shit ton of money into.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
that was my mistake. Don't feel bad for people. So
yeah, but you know, it is what it is sometimes.
Right. I also didn't know about the notebooks and stuff, or I would have cut him off a long time ago.
That's
was
the
something
thing that I mean, how would you even know?
Right. And I guess Cole and Dayrell didn't even find out till Saturday. So they told me as soon as they could. Okay, well, thank you for your time, Miss Gigi. Like I said, I did let Sakura know everything, and Queenie know as well.
Chopping her tech.
Everything that I've told you.
Okay.
I just wanted the decision makers to know firsthand what happened and it not go up and get muddled through the phone chain. So
yeah, of course. I appreciate that.
But if anybody says anything they may have had here is missing, just get them in contact with me and Cole, and we will figure out where it got stored and get it back to them.
Right. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to keep up with people. And then the property stuff, I may have to do late tonight or tomorrow with you. I don't know when people will be ready to even do that, but we can work on that way as soon as possible. You guys have a spot, but I have to be able to move my shit out first.
Yeah, no, understandable. No worries. I will be here for about another hour, and then I've got to be out of the city for an hour, but then I will be back for the rest of Storm.
Okay.
And then I'll be around normal times the rest of the week.
Okay, sounds great. There we go. Okay. Well, then with that, we can...
Yeah, Dons want to talk to me or anything as well. Other than that 1 hour, I'll be in the city if they need to talk to me.
Okay, perfect. And I will, I'll try to keep reminding them about it if needed.
If they want to talk to it, or if they think it's fine with you and Sakura and Queenie speaking about it, that's fine with me as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever they're comfortable with.
Got it. Sounds good. All right, then I will make sure that shit gets handled. But I think these properties coming up has saved us with that a little bit. So
I think so. I think that was like perfect timing. So
yeah, exactly. So we should be chilling. And then, you know, if you want to completely move things out of those spots, we can. One of the new properties, I would like to make a spot for Money Depot. So we have the Frank's warehouse. And that is still like, you know, captains and enforcers are going to be with my new system. They'll be taking money from people and dropping it in the right spot and then logging it. But when people want a preliminary depot, I want to have a spot for that. So it's like, you know, if they're not depoting stuff straight in here, calling captain going, hey, I have 20K weed money, let's put it in Frank's, you know. I want them to be able to also have a spot where they can physically just dump whatever they want. So it's not even going to be moonshine related. It'll be like everything. And it'll
beautiful, right?
It'll be that, and I want it to be mailboxes, so I can also pay you out from there because I'm going to pay on an individual basis. So I want to be able to be like, here's your moonshine kickback, boom, with a note.
Yeah, see, that was what Sai and I were trying to set up with this house, and we just couldn't get it quite right. So
I think with the new spot, it being as big as it is, I think we'll be able to do that. That's what I'm going for, and I have been wanting this for forever. It has been a major pain point for me wanting the mailboxes. And then when the subcrew stuff started, I basically have that for the captains with the depot spots. I like leave it for them, but it's not ideal with us going back to like a one crew mentality. So
right. Yes.
But yeah, so hopefully we could do that because I know you guys you don't want to be holding 20K rolled cash in your pockets all the time. So
exactly. Yes.
It fucking sucks.
Weighs you down.
Exactly. But okay, perfect. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. Thank you, Gigi.
Yep. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I like Jason. I'm thinking Sophia's spot becomes whatever she wanted to be with the secondary farm, and then also becomes like the money depot. So I think the way to think of it is preliminary depot that everyone can depot into. And we have either between there and or stables, and then, or maybe the mailboxes where I pay them out are in stables. I don't know. But those are the two things we need, because people are using up random houses that they have with associates and stuff for their preliminary depot. Like Clark uses his house for that as well. And I want them to be able to do that in one spot. So illegal or preliminary depot in one, and then, you know, depot at your own risk, because there's illegal money in here, so you might have it get raided and yoinked kind of thing. Use that or your own property, just know. And then this is the final depot. That's my idea, right? So it's because people were supposed to kind of have that in the stables, and they were like, no illegal shit. And the stables are too small for everyone to have a room too. So I think Sophia's new property that she's got, we sell that one to the crew, and then we use the one that I had. Sophia and I own it, and we do girls' night and girls' rooms in there. That's my thought. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
It's the 28th. We will update this.
I imagine you would, yeah.
Okay, no one know, people know about this. New money system is good to go.
She didn't even fucking know that he did a goddamn.
Last week worked as per usual. Make sure you do that properly. Two sub crews did not report to me last week or on Friday, even though they were supposed to. I told them, hey, for this week, I know we're not doing sub crews anymore, but still do your numbers like normal so people can have a week to adjust, because also the warehouse isn't even done yet, so I can't like physically change our depot spots much. And two of them didn't. It was Vito and Marty. Clark, Sakura, and Teddy did report as normal, so that's a little awkward. I sent a reminder in our Discord chat just in case. I sent two I sent one last week and this week, so you know. And then sorry, I'm eating my food. And then now we're gonna have the new system, which is basically the old system, just re-implemented, but the physical logistics of it are going to be the annoying part. But it won't be annoying now that we have these new properties, because that's what I was kind of dooming about, and then they came up Saturday, and I was like, holy fuck, thank God. Was there ever one time during the subcrew arc where depot and numbers actually went correctly? Yes, plenty. Plenty. But correct and well are different. Because no matter what, it's hard for me to do the sub-crew numbers the way they are. I need it on an individual basis if I'm going to be able to pull past records nicely and all that. And everything should not be by sub-crew. It shouldn't be by individuals too much either. It should really just be by pipeline. It should straight up be pipeline. So that's why the notes are going to be this way. It is so much easier for me to take these numbers in when it's like, here's all the weed. Plant sales. Date, name, number sold,
GG.
amount. Yeah.
Do you have time for a chat?
Yes.
Okay. So, I think you know about
It's
the
about
Shine,
the Shine
right?
House. Yes.
Yes.
I actually was just talking to Jason. Do you want me to tell you what I have first before you spiel to me? Because there's a chance you might not need to say some of it.
I figured you already know if you've been told everything. What more so I'm looking for a solution.
Yes. So, I was just talking to Jason about that. My Polito property would be perfect for them to move that stuff to, honestly. I was saying to them, I also have a new spot entirely for the crew that I am going to work out and change some things, and I want it to be a preliminary money depot. or we use the stables for it again. But basically, this is the final money depot, right? This is where when your money's going in, and it's recorded in, it goes here. A lot of people, when they want to depot their money throughout the week into one spot, they don't really have options. They're using personal properties. They're using things that other people have access to, whatever. So people can continue to do that, or I want them to be able to leave their money in the stables. Thing is, stables are a little small for the number of people we have, and they're not really set up for like money depoting being the main thing. So I have a new spot that I want to put a bunch of money crates in and let people just use it for their own money depot as much as they want, as a preliminary area. Then, whenever they want to do a bigger depot, they call up Captain, Enforcer, me, Sophia, whoever, and they just let us know, and they move their stuff to here and give us our notes, and we write it in. So right now, the captains would take their subcrews numbers and do like depots on Friday. Instead, someone could call you midweek and be like, hey, I want to drop 50K in there. It's weed money. You could go, okay. You let them in. They drop 50K into the, I'm going to rename these per pipeline, so there'll be a weed spot. And then you write down in here in the weed note, hey, this day, this person dropped this many dollars in for this many baggies. Like that. So, similar to what it was, but I think like the physical running around of it is going to be better. But the issue is like that preliminary spot, like where do they leave their money before they call someone up in depot when they're just throughout the day needing to drop shit out of their pockets, right? So, right now they use that Shine House for that. They could still use that, but I want to have a different preliminary depot spot that everyone could use, right? So again, either we rework stables or we do it in this new spot that I have. And then the other issue is where do they put the Moonshine itself? And I think them using that spot for that is really not good because they're seen going in and out. So my Polito spot is perfect because it has that front and back door and it's super ultra discreet. And I just have something in there that I could move somewhere else. So I kind of want them to just have it. I was telling them just, hey, buy it off me. Take it. They don't even need to buy it at this moment. I could just give them access for now. But yeah, so I think that will solve a lot of the issues moving forward. My two issues that I can foresee are, number one, there are associates who, you know, we're not doing associates anymore. Are we going to buy in Cole and Dayrell? I like both of them. I think they've been great, but the Dons don't want a lot more people. They don't want, you know, they want to trim the fat, basically. So can I convince them to do that so that they can have access to that place? Because they've been really helpful. I would like that to be the case.
There are also 2 other people who've been running Shine like a fucking madman.
Yes, exactly.
Did over 100 crates just last week because no one's in Shine.
Exactly. I've been seeing the reports of like how much he's been pushing. It's fucking crazy. So, you know, so I want Toro as well as someone I would like to see bought in, right? Like people that have been doing really well, I think should get finalized, bought in. They're no longer associates. Either someone is not an associate or they're a bought in member, right? No associate role. And then that way the people who are bought in, I can give access to that property and boom, we have a new Shine spot that is not known to anyone who's not a bought in member. I think that's how it should be.
So to my knowledge, we're still not having the associates as was before, but we can still have people working in that type of regard.
Right.
Just no one being bought in.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's what I still intend to do. They're bought in or not. I'm gonna have them work and I'm gonna have to push the money through me.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, that's how we used to do it, was we did not count associates' names on anything. We just said, hey, if you have someone that you work with and they want to push their money through you for us to clean and everything, then you just put it under your name. That is money that you're making for the crew because you arranged that with someone, so it gets credited to you. And that's how we used to do it. And I think that's easier. So, yeah, I would like to do that.
Bo and Joe, Bo and Jojo and Bo, they both will probably continue to move their money through like the old crew routes of we have that place in fund where they depot their money.
Right.
I'm happy doing that. Do you want me to send you the full details of everything that happened like we were doing before, or just to the top they made X amount of money?
I think everything needs to move to the newer system where it's still getting reported to me, but it doesn't need to be you. So my goal is I want enforcers to be able to come to this computer as well and put their own shit in. So anyone enforcer level or up, or money gang like Sophia, can basically take in a depot. So any crew member can contact one of those people, say, I'm going to depot money in francs. And that person, if they're available, goes, okay. They put their money in the right box for the pipeline that it's a part of, and then they write it in a note in here, which is what I'm doing literally right now, making like a weed note. I'm calling it plant sales. I'm going to update you captains during the meeting tomorrow, but there's a plant sales note. There's going to be one for Moonshine that Moonshine cooks can give notes for that to be consolidated in. I think the issue is, honestly, all of these will be really simple because you guys would write down heist for me anyway. You just write it here throughout the week instead of in a like big weekly report for your crew. The difficulty is going to be the Moonshine. It's always fucking Moonshine. Previously, I would have them write it in a notebook for me that was in like a Moonshine cook and farmer only accessible, like lock padded, key padded spot. Problem is now we have more cooks that are like they don't have access to this place. So they're still going to have to give those end of the week notes to a captain who will throw it in here. But I'll have a format and you just tell them, hey, give me this. And then you can copy and paste. You know what I mean? You can, if they give it to you in a notebook, you just write it down. So that should still not be that hard. I just need to make sure that the cooks themselves understand how we're doing the reporting. So they write it the right way. But that's just a simple meeting. So
Luca's gonna be really hard to figure out since he's an associate and a cook. Because how is he gonna get farming supplies?
Yeah, and that's kind of our thought with the secondary farm as well that we were thinking of setting up, is that people who don't have access to here can have access to that one. Maybe. I think that would be nice. But I don't know. We'll see. But the way I have this right now, the shine note, it's just everyone has like their own section. Each cook would have their own section here, sort of the same way the spreadsheet was, or the form rather. They would just write like what week this is for. They write their total amount depoted, number of crates that were farmed, or number of sets of ingredients that were farmed and by who, and then number of crates that they pushed and by who. And from there, I could take that and calculate everything. It's not a problem. But yeah, so it's not as simple as one line and being like, my name is John and I sold 10 crates. My name is Sarah and I sold 5 crates. You know what I mean? Like we still need to break it down a little bit, but it's basically the system they've been doing. It's just the problem is that maybe an enforcer might have to write it down instead of a captain sometimes, and they can't really do it midweek easily.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I will think on it a little more. I'll come up with a really quick bullet pointed way to explain it to people, so it's not like, Yap City when I'm describing it. And then should be good. But there's also going to be a note on here. General sales is going to be the fence one for anything that would be 50-50 split anyway, really. But like shopping, refraining, all that. I'm going to make a heist note, and that'll just be like group outings or something like that. And I'm putting a number in front of each note that is for reporting that stuff with the new way. So it's like number 1, number 2, number 3, like that. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
So for the Moonshine, are you intending on getting the Play-Doh thing moved today, or?
Well, I'm going to be gone in like an hour from now. So I don't think I'll be able to move all my shit from there that quickly, unless that's the only thing I do, which it might be. At worst, late tonight, I'll have it ready.
All right.
So tomorrow afternoon, after storm, when people start meeting up, I'll just get everyone into that place and then figure out if I'm going to sell it. I was thinking Jason owning it would probably be best. But it has to be someone bought in. And I don't want it under me because I now have a new spot. And I'm trying to not own too many properties, just straight up. So, yeah. So I'd like to transfer it, but that is my thought.
Okay. So assuming if the worst happens and that spot is not ready tonight, do you want us to get the Moonshine from Cole and put it into the fudge place? That is an option. Just have it there the way it is out of the hands of an associate.
That is true. That is very true.
Like you trust Cole.
I personally do trust Cole.
I do too. Donnie doesn't at all, but
yeah, well, Donnie's paranoid about it fucking everything, so And I get why. I understand things shouldn't be in the hand of an associate, but it's not like we have a really great spot to leave it. And putting it in the fudge house means you're going to put it in the fudge house. Maybe people can run some of it today. And then I'm going to have the spot done tomorrow. So you're going to have to go back into the fudge house, be seen potentially dragging stuff in and out of there, and then bring it up there. I just feel like it's like redundant. And I don't want people, being more visible with bringing shit like that into the fudge house. Because it's not that discreet. Like, it's visible enough. So, yeah, I think I'll just get that set up as soon as I can. I just need to, like, move some shit out of there.
Right, no worries. If they have any question about it, I'll just say that you're moving shit, and then we'll get it when we can.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then tomorrow, captain's meeting, I want to do a catch up with everyone and re-explain, like, how money will change, but it shouldn't be that different. It shouldn't be that different.
3 after.
What was that?
Is it an hour or 3 hours after tomorrow? It's an hour, right?
It's supposed to be an hour, but
3?
Teddy can't make it. It has to always be like 2 hours after storm. So I think 2 hours after storm should be good. 2:15 maybe.
Okay.
But he needs that to be able to make it, so we'll probably do that.
No worries. I'll do my best to read it then.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get these notes fixed up so people can start doing depots like as soon as they want.
Yeah. Take care, Gigi.
Yeah, I'm out. Okay, these are all paid up.
Do you have anything from your other properties you need to include in this large lumber co order?
Ooh, I would like a couple more money crates. Can I get 4?
Okay.
I'll probably need more eventually, but do that for now.
Well, I already had like 3 for when you last asked me.
So additional that are not put anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, do additional. We're gonna need a bunch. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries. So I'm gonna do... I'm tempted to make the basic quality sofa, but I need to figure out if they have it. The desk already paid for itself, like the blueprint versus...
Right. Which is good.
I mean, like, just the construction supplies, we're just gonna be 200K.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Jesus. So we have definitely saved a bunch of money, but like even the large crates are very expensive, and high quality chairs are gonna be expensive. High quality tables, but that's stuff I can't buy the blueprint for. So it's like
so no matter what, I mean, just gotta do it.
Yeah, unless I make a bunch of basic quality, but ain't nobody got time for that.
Makes sense.
But other than that, I should have everything else. So exciting.
Okay, nice. Oh, also, I was just talking to Jason, and I think I will sell to her or, the Moonshine folks the Polito property. So they can just have it and use it. And it will be crew only is the intent eventually. So I'm hoping that
Jason or Sakura?
Jason.
Oh.
Because Jason has been owning the other...
Oh, because she's clean.
Yes. And she might eventually not be, but the idea is to use that spot to only store the moonshine and then put the money elsewhere. So even if it does get raided, it's just like, oh, some bottles. It doesn't look like a crazy operation. So here's my thought. This is the final depot, right? There's a few steps. There's initial depot where people just drop their shit wherever they're going to drop it throughout the week. That's just getting it out of their pockets. And that's usually in personal houses or like the stables. And then there's final depot, which is here, which is when it gets reported in as well. So it's final depot and report. And then we do intake and we clean it. So final depot can stay here. Final depot for illegal cash at Fudge is okay. I'm fine leaving that there. But initial depot, I think I would like some crew-only spots for that. So originally, stables were going to be that, where people could use stables to drop off their money. There aren't enough rooms for everyone. There are a lot of people that don't even like have access still. I need to like figure that out.
I thought we were just gonna put crates along the left side.
Well, right. So I think we need to redo the left side with that, and I make the crates and mailboxes be there. Well, that's the thing. Kitty didn't move out yet, so that's why we hadn't done it. So I think now... Well, she did now. I'm saying previously, because I had been saying that we should do this like way before, but Kitty being there was a factor. So my thought is initial depot for people to just drop shit off can be there, but it's not in like entire rooms for them. It's just straight up like, here's your crate. Put your stuff in there. And then when their crate is getting full, they have to do final depot. They cannot like, they can't just keep storing more and more in there or be like, can I have 2 crates? Because I know Donnie's gonna be like, can I have 2 crates? But they need to they need to call someone and do a depot here. If they fill one up,
they need a depot. Yeah.
Exactly. Because we do not want more than that stored there. And then my other thought is we can have a couple of crates in whichever of those 2 warehouses we end up selling to crew that, which I'm thinking the one that you have. And that can also be an initial depot spot that people could use for when, you know, stables are not the best spot to drop stuff off. And that way at wartime, we still have a money drop spot. I need to answer this because it's Teddy. But that is my thought. Hello.
Question.
Yeah.
I heard.
I'm gonna go convert to the map.
Yeah.
I heard you got the gas station.
Yes, but someone told me that you would have wanted it. I think it was Sophia. Sophia, let me know.
Yes.
But the thing is, I sold it to Larry that same day. Larry owns it right now.
Larry who?
Larry Knox.
Lazy Larry?
Yes.
Jesus, okay. We're never getting that back, okay.
Yes.
Jesus. You sold it to Lazy Larry.
He wanted it because he wants to run a little convenience store. He wants a bodega.
No, we need to... See, I wanted to buy it for Dom so he can run his business out of Dom. We get it out of Cyprus to stop
that would have been good.
bringing everyone through Cyprus, i.e. cops for no reason.
Well, here's the thing, though. So I'm going to update captains tomorrow on this. We bought the other stuff around there. So I actually don't want cops going there. We bought up, there were other buildings that went up for sale over there, which I could show you one if you want.
Of course.
Just behind that gas station, just north of it. You know where that huge $7 million warehouse is? The one that's newly on the app? Other buildings around there went up for sale. Kitty got one. I got one. Sophia got one. I'm going to have... I think the one that Sophia got, it's the bigger one. Sell it to the crew. And it becomes full crew function. So we have another crew spot, but it's going to be like a really low-key, like illegal stuff kind of spot because of the doors on it being low-key. So I don't want cops going there. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And then same with the other one that I have. You know, I'm gonna personally own that, but that's gonna be the girls' night house. It's gonna be for the women of Cyprus. We're gonna have a girls' room. I think.
Understandable.
But do you want to see them?
Of course.
Meet me at that gas station. I'll be there in a sec.
I see it.
All right. No, I would have sold it to Teddy if I knew beforehand that he would have wanted it, but he wasn't there that same day. So. Oh, Teddy. Oh. Maybe Larry will allow Dom to work out of it anyway. Maybe that's the way we can cross the beam so they can get to know each other, because it's going to be early morning too. Like Dom, I think Dom's around earlier. So maybe they both use it. Because I'm trying to get more crew members to let people that are in different time zones from them have access to the same properties so they can use, you know, get full usage out of them. Yeah, bodega, mechanic shop. Yeah, because they do the mechanic shit outside. And I could take that left wall and put, like, auto body stuff on it. Alright. Okay, check this out. So my thought is maybe we ask Larry if he'd be willing to let Dom work out of here. I've been decorating it, though there's not a lot that you can see right now. It's just blueprints. But it's going to be bodega with, like, lunch counter kind of thing with, like, the flat top grill in the back. You know what I mean? And my thought is maybe we do, if Larry's okay with it, it's his decision.
No, let's leave
put
it be.
auto shit over here. You want to leave it?
Let's leave it be.
Okay.
No, leave it be. Leave it be.
Okay. Okay.
This is beautiful.
It is nice. I like the ceiling, the vaulted ceiling.
Yeah.
So I'm making Larry a bedroom up there. But just wait. Look at this. Hold on. Now I haven't shown anyone this.
I'm pulling up for me just a tad.
I got you. I love Daddy. Okay, so I'll give you the rundown of what is here. So this huge thing back here, this big rectangle with the 2 doors right here, this is one warehouse. That's the one for sub and mill. We don't need a big megalith of a warehouse though. So I legit don't want it, but it's there. Then there's this one right here, this white wall next to us with this door. This is Kitty's, that's her car. Kitty owns that. Okay. Now the one I got that I want to make the girl's house is this right here. And it's good. It's sizable. Yeah, so if there's any like little extra crew function we might need, you know, could tuck it in here as well. But this is the one that I was going to keep, and there's an even bigger one, then that's the one I want to sell to the crew. I want the crew to have the biggest one. But this one, I wanted a lot of the girls of Cyprus. A lot of us either don't have houses or in houses with other people that are associates. So I want them to have almost like the stables, right? Where they each like have a room. They can depot their shit, whatever. I wanted that for them. So the other one is down this way.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Wait, we'll talk about that after this.
Okay, yeah, let me let you see this one first. So this one right here is the other one.
Hey, so the only thing you guys didn't get was the $7 million one?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I think we hold too many properties, so I want to sell some small shit that we have, but this one is a big 2-floor kind of thing. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and this store is discreet as fuck. The store right here, it empties out right here. Look at that. You can tuck in this way.
Highway though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like the other door better. Yeah, the other door is, you know,
cops can sit there and just
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this other door is the one, but yeah, it's huge, could be a solid 2 floors. So I like this one a lot for the crew.
Yeah, how much was this one?
1.4 mil. Closer to 1.5. Nothing else in here went up for sale. It was just those. So my thought is this is a crew spot. Because this door right here, you can tuck a car in, you can hide away.
How much was the one that Kitty got?
Kitty's was 808. But hers is quite a bit smaller. So that one you just saw is like 2,200 square feet. This one right here is like 1,900. But I think
How much was this one?
This one right here was 1.272 mil. So I feel like it's a little bit of extra money for the space, but I think everything's just getting more expensive. I think that's just how it is now.
Oh yeah.
I think anything needs to be like that. Gas station, that thing was $3.50. That thing's, and for that, which is tiny. So prices have been going way up.
Which is dope though. I still like it.
Yeah. So that's what we got here.
Now my question is, I saw that you want us to put the information on the computer at the warehouse. Could we not put that where everybody can put their own information in, and then we just bring the money over? So the reason why I say this is, I'm gonna say this part, is so if everybody had the opportunity to put their own numbers in, we could deposit more throughout the week. But I don't want to be responsible for depositing someone's money and then the information not aligning. That's why I always just bring it at once. So like, if someone's messed up on their number, for example, Kane messed up on his numbers this past week, and it had me going crazy. Like, we were $300,000 short, and I'm like, this is not making sense. If I was deep on throughout the week, I would have never been able to track it down.
Right. So here's my thought on that. I don't want a computer that everyone touches. because anyone, like, look, I trust people, but I don't trust people. Anyone could fuck up the notes. Anyone could go in there, change a number, move something around, blah, 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 right? I want one spot that is for final depot that enforcers, I don't want it to just be captains, enforcers and up, plus Sophia, plus me, can write shit down. And it's like the old system, how people would call you up and put stuff in the Mirror Park house. Like that.
Well, I wasn't around for that system, so that system never would have.
Oh, okay. Okay,
like,
right.
This whole system, like, to me, is going to end up sounding like a nightmare because also don't have anybody that's under us to checks and balance it, right? Like, we used to have our own enforcers. But this new system, we don't have our own enforcers. Everybody's everywhere.
Exactly. So here's what I want. I want a preliminary depot spot and the final depot spot. Final depot spot is Frank's warehouse. That's when you put numbers in. They're put in the computer. The money is dropped off. It's like, that's where I get the numbers from, right? And I don't want to be running around and grabbing people's numbers and money from all these different locations. I will go fucking crazy. I won't have the time. But preliminary depot spot right now, what people do is when they drop off money throughout the week or in between jobs, they go to like their personal houses, right? Or if like their subcrew had a spot, they did it there. What I want is that big building that we just walked in, Sophia's one, or another spot. Maybe it's just the stables, and we rework the stables because I've been looking at that too. I want that to be a spot where everyone can just drop their money as they're working. So I go and do a job. I'm good. I change. I take the money to my crate in the stables, and I drop my money in the crate. When my money's kind of filling up in that crate, then I talk to an enforcer or captain that's around, and I go, yo, at some point today, can we depot money? And then I have a written note or whatever that I go with the person who's helping me depot into there, and they write it down on the computer. So it still means that those depots will happen more infrequently for the big place, so you don't have to, like, throughout the day 20 times write something down. That person will keep all their notes together. But then you will just, they'll be like, hey, I did 100K in weed money, and when they're depoting, you'll look at it and you'll just be like, okay, yeah, that's 100K. That's all you really have to check. And then along with that, everyone has their crate. I also want everyone to have a little mailbox, a spot where they can leave a notebook where they write their numbers down. So if something goes wrong and a captain's like, I don't know what's going on here, you can just write, hey, I depoted in 300K from Donnie. And I go to Donnie's notebook and I look, and he's got his breakdown. He's like, I did this many dollars in this, I did this many dollars in that, you know, whatever. And I can do the breakdowns from there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still on the person personally responsible for their own shit, their own notes to be correct. And what they could do is they could bring the notebook with them. So when you drop off their money in the crate, they hand that to you, and you can just copy down what's in the notebook straight into the computer, right? It's like, it should be pretty simple.
Right. Gotcha.
That is my hope. I do like the idea, though, of everyone just putting their own shit. Like, that's my favorite solution, but at the same time, every time I've given a lot of people access to notes regarding numbers and money, they stuff goes wrong. Stuff goes missing, stuff changes, and I just can't trust that anymore.
So how are people going to get their money back?
Are they fucking shooting each other in a panto? No fucking way they're shooting a panto.
They want the car. Oh, no.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
So, like, is it still, like, when the kickback system comes in, you're going to have a place that it can retrieve their own money, correct?
Yeah, so that's what I want with those mailboxes. So I have my crate where I drop off my dirty cash. That same crate, I would drop off their clean cash. Over the weekend, I would just drop it in there.
I got you.
So that way, it's still on them to pick it up too. There's no, like, captains figure out numbers. Because the other thing is, when captains had the power, basically I would hand the total kickback to a captain, and then they would give it to their people. And no one has ever had to report to me exactly what they pay their people. If they're following the cut guidelines, if they changed it, which you guys were allowed to change it, I don't know. All I know is, I know, like, Clark took some of his captain's cut and overpaid his people sometimes because, like, because he just wanted to spread it out. That's the only thing I have any confirmation of that anyone did with their numbers. I know those budgets that I hand out, I don't know if people were expensing all of that out or if they were holding some of it. I don't know if some of them used it to buy something, if they kept it for the captains. You know what I mean? Like, I have no clue. So I want people individually responsible for their own money, so no one can get dicked over. And then all the extra budget stuff and all that, I'm going to, instead of handing a captain 10% and being like, hey, you know, you expense for your people, whatever, I want to have piles of petty cash that come from that 10% anyway. So it's the same amount of money from the total crew earnings. And I leave it in a spot and I go, guys, here's what you're approved to take this for. So, oh, you want to buy stills? Grab it from the pile and just write it down for me. So I know you did it. Oh, you want to buy, you know, we need a new grow bed replaced? Go grab it from there, write it down. Gigi, I took this for grow bed. Done. So everyone just has access to the cash pile. They can see what each other are spending on. You know, we can all check and balance each other and bitch each other out if we're overspending, whatever. I think that would be better, because when it's just a captain choosing what to expense, and the enforcers aren't really that involved with that stuff anyway, I think it's a little too easy for people to be weird with the budget, you know? So this centralizes it. Same amount of money, but central.
Yeah, but like I made it very simple. I just for my crew, I pay for everything. But
yeah.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Are the numbers good to go for this week?
Almost. I was dealing with some other stuff before this, but I should be able to do yours before I go to bed. Okay. And get yours done, like the physical cash pile. Two of the captains did not hand me numbers on Friday, nor today or anything. I do not have anything from last week for any of Vito or Marty's people, and I don't know why, because I told you guys do the same shit. I don't know. I gotta check the list of depots and see if they did drop money in. I want to say they did, but I have to double check it. That's what I was confused on. I was like, wow, I have nothing. So.
bet you won't keep that shit. I bet you won't keep that shit.
No.
I bet you won't.
You know what I do every time? If somebody depots money in but they don't report, they don't get any money back, and the crew just keeps it. And I go, great, can't wait to buy property for the crew. That's what I do.
I bet you won't. Okay.
See? I fucking love that. That's Pookie. There are several people in the crew that have become Pookie status. It's Marty and Teddy for sure, at the very least. I bet you won't. I fucking love Teddy. But do you guys see my vision for the properties? And then my Polito one, I sell off to the Moonshine people so that they have a Moonshine house instead of the existing one, so they can get out of the current one. And then I want to get rid of, I really like my little soul property, and I was holding on to it thinking that I'd be able to do some sort of business out of it at some point. And I'm still envisioning it could be a spot for my events, and maybe I get Andy involved. So I'm thinking maybe selling it to Andy or keeping it and then putting Andy on the panel and being like, hey, let's do events out of here. That's what I'm thinking. Because I like having a few properties, but I want to make sure they're used. I don't want to be that guy that holds stuff and doesn't use it. So, yeah, and then the big one would be my third property, and that one, well, actually, Polito I would sell off, so it would be just 2. But the big one would be the Girls' Night HQ. That's my thought. And that way everything's getting good use. That's what I really want. Yeah.
Hey, last question. All right. Obviously, this is not a scam. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
I just cleaned that 600. We just cleaned the 600,000. And I'm gonna bring it back. Okay. But if you get the number before that, do I really need to move all of it back? I'll bring it back.
Very true. Very true. Give me like 5 minutes max.
It's gonna be less than that. I was about to say it's gonna be much less than that, but just let me know, because like I said, it should be.
Yeah, and then you could just hand me whatever the remainder is. That's fine by me. Look, give me 5 minutes maximum, and I'll call you back with the number.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem. See you in a bit. I want Teddy to be underboss. I think Clark would be great for content. But I also think Clark staying captain and Teddy being underboss and like bitching him out would be so fucking funny. Because Teddy's like really hard on people. When it's his own people, when he knows he has the authority to. Even the Dons, Teddy will say stuff and be like, that's fucking stupid. And I'm like, yes, Teddy. Teddy, my king. So where would Cypress Savings be? Honestly, my little soul property. Because that would be legal. And I keep at it so Andy can't touch it. Not that she would, but you know. I keep at it. She's very trusted. She's held our shit before. And then that's our legal office. That is what I would actually want. My concern was that Teddy would kill everyone if he could. He fucking would. You think Teddy would be better for content? I think so too. Here's how I feel. Because I fucking love Clark. Gigi in character loves working with Clark. But has her gripes with him as she has gripes with every captain. But mostly because of their inability to be perfect captains. Which is, you know, she's a perfectionist. So it just kind of makes sense. But in character, out of character, love Clark. But he's had so much content and time to be in the spotlight. And I feel like he's just the obvious answer that everyone wants. But I think I want people to see something new. And I'm a little, you know, I've spent so much time talking to Teddy. A lot of the hours that I put in where I didn't stream this, I would talk to Teddy on the phone for at least 30 minutes every day. We would talk so much. And people think, oh, Clark is the Chaos Don, Teddy's not. No, Teddy loves fucking chaos. He wants to kill people all the time. I think Teddy would bring a little of the energy that, you know, the story I've heard about, like, Denzel and stuff. I think he would bring a little bit of that energy. And I think he'd be an excellent balance to the Dons, but he'd still be hard as fuck on people. And Teddy's not like, he doesn't lie. One of Clark's character traits is that he does lie about shit sometimes. He's, like, really honest, but then he also, like, he tries to say things in a different way. Teddy doesn't sugarcoat anything. And that's why he would be my choice as Underboss, because Underboss, I think, should be someone who would never do that. Sometimes. Yeah, he fibs all the time. My character and everything is super aware that, look, Clark has direct lied to her many times about things. So, you know, like Apple too the other day. Or Apple always lies to Gigi about random shit. You know? So I think, like, functionally that's not good. I'd rather an Underboss that is very honest and too honest. When you called out Apple, he freaked out about it. Oh, I knew for a while that he stole that blueprint. He took an entire armor blueprint. He was being a fucking rat about it, you know? And Gigi likes Apple, but, you know. I knew the whole time, because I had seen it there. I was doing stuff in that bench. And sometime later saw Apple go to it. No one else did. Went back to the bench to look for a blueprint that was moving around. Saw that one gone. Boom. I literally caught him in the act. I didn't say anything. I was waiting until it was brought up. You can like someone but not fully trust them. Right. And I can trust them with certain things, but not other things, right? Apple's so funny, but yeah, he lies about stupid shit. But Clark's always lied in little ways. But at the same time, he bleeds Cypress. So, you know, I feel like he deserves something, but I like Clark as captain, and I think Teddy's Underboss would be like a really good sleeper pick. Because now that you guys have been seeing him more, people have been like, hey, he's actually kind of funny. People have been like really liking him. And I just feel like I want more people who've been in the shadows more to have more chance to be in the spotlight with content too. Because I feel like we have a lot of good role players in this crew, and people they hard focus on their like 3 favorites. They really, really, really hard focus on that. And I get a little tired of seeing it, because I feel like you guys just want the obvious storyline, but I think stuff could be shaken up to be really interesting for RP. I'm gonna pass the fuck out. I need to get food. But I need to tell Teddy what his numbers would be. If she passes out, she passes out. She'll get back up and she'll live another day. Which is higher, Gigi or Underboss? That has never been discussed, so I don't know. The thing is, so Gigi was always told you're highest under the Dons, and some Dons have told her, like, without giving her the name, they've been like, your role is basically the same as Advisor or Conciliate in, like, level. But they've never named her that. Yeah, it feels equivalent, potentially. Like, I think Underboss could be the same. It feels like Gigi would be in the role that is similar but is back end, and then the Underboss would be the front end role, if that makes sense. Like, the Underboss is in charge of running around to people and doing shit with them, whereas Gigi's more in charge of, like, the back end stuff and just discussing and advising dons. So I think it would be like that. If it was actually proper conciliate, then it would be above underboss, but not really looking to punish, more looking to check and balance each other. Yeah, the brain and the muscle, right. But I don't know what the dons would want, so I don't know. I've also seen people hard focus on that so much, and they're like, but what about the level of this? And I'm like, holy fuck, just stop talking. Not telling you in chat right now, but like, sometimes people say so many words, and I'm like, you gotta just, brother, breathe. We don't know yet. You know? What am I writing? Get my numbers. His numbers, everyone's numbers were low this week. Depot. That. Credited, earned. That. To receive. Budget. I'm like redoing it a little bit. Budget. Kick. Cap. Oops. Total. $551,755. That's perfect because he was saying 600. None of his people are written down as having done anything with another crew that he didn't already have, so we're chilling. Nothing to report from other crews.
Hello?
Your total is 551,755.
All right, give me 1 second to do this correctly.
Yep. And I have nothing reported from other crews to give to you or anything like that.
Me.
Also, if I suddenly disconnect, it's because I passed out because I'm hungry.
Oh my god. Okay. What was the number one more time?
551,755. $551,755. And that's, I'm including a captain's cut and budget 10% in there, as I usually would, because you're doing all the numbers as you usually would.
Okay, and I want to bring you this 48K right now. Where you at?
Frank's warehouse.
All right, I'll be there in a second.
All right, see you in a sec.
See ya.
Love me, Teddy. There we go. GG goddess promotion. I mean, Gigi and Speedy spoke about it. She told him what she had been kind of having on her mind about, like, the treasurer role name doesn't encompass what she does, and she's done so much back-end work for this crew that she basically is, like, doing more than all the Dons combined when it comes to back-end work. They're doing a bit more of the front-end work, which is nice. But the back-end is all her. And now she has Sophia assisting her, which is helpful. But that's it. That's it. She's Sophia's her assistant, and then she herself. Oh, there she goes. And that has been it. So she was like, my role being named treasurer has never reflected at all the actual responsibilities that I've taken on. And Speedy fully agreed, and he was like, I was thinking about that, but because the thing that Gigi said to him was like, but I don't want to be a Don though. I'm not trying to be a Don, and I'm not trying to be. Like, I'm not trying to even gain more power. I just want a title that reflects what I do. Because I already have whatever power I would need to do the stuff that I need to do. They're steady. So he wanted her to be advisor, conciliate. Or conciliated, depending on where you're from. If they offered you Donship, would you take it? I would at this point. I wouldn't have a while. They're laughing. I love Teddy and Sophia. Teddy's so fun. The true Tracy, like second man? Right, she has the respect already. I got a little hungry.
Damn. If I leave her
okay,
here,
I'll
will she
get it,
forget about the 48K?
Man, if
I said
only.
out loud.
That's 3 for 3.
Holy shit. Thank you. Appreciate it. The rest is yours.
Alrighty, thank you.
No problem. Can you be
young
around
lady-
2 hours after storm tomorrow? For captain's meeting? Is 2 hours after storm, is that okay?
2 hours after tomorrow's storm is absolutely the worst now.
The worst?
For this
Okay.
week. For this week.
What would work?
Literally right after storm this week.
Right after?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to let the other captains know right after storm.
Did
We'll do a
you call me
meeting.
young lady?
I did, I'm sorry.
Madame. I'm gonna go buy myself some more food. I'll get you extra.
I'm sending someone.
I bought the 600,000 back. Okay, technically, okay.
Yes. But I took his kickback and just let him keep that, and I put the remainder in the safe. So that is all well and good. The wash has come back clean. Approved. Does that make sense?
He's going to get you food right now, alright?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and
I ordered food.
More.
I was hungry, and then I looked back and you had passed out. So then,
I too was hungry. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that
Kane's
sorted.
bringing us food. They're goobering him and Teddy.
Okay, nice, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some food too for myself, just to have, and then only be around for a little bit longer, and then I'm around tonight. So I'm gonna get some stuff sorted out. I need to check the depots, the notes. I don't know what you took in, but Marty and
everyone depoted.
Everyone depoted? Yeah. Okay, from Marty and from Vito. I do not have any reports of any numbers, like breakdowns or anything.
They definitely depoted.
They depoted. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I
think, as you can see, I don't think Marty's picked up his kickback.
Yes, I have seen that many times. So, I'm gonna give him a reminder. And yeah, we shall see. Fines abound this week.
If anything, I think that would be a good thing for the crew. Them not waiting for the captain to pay them.
Hey, that pays for the new property, you know.
Yeah, so. But I always feel bad for the people waiting on that money.
100%. Yeah, that's why I prefer the mailbox system, because I don't want anyone to not get paid because someone above them didn't write a number down. You know, that sucks. So
yeah, it really sucks.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, I think the Dons are probably doing the auction thing. Yeah. Which I didn't want to go to. Maybe another time, but I'm going to be on my way, get some food, do a couple quick laundry list things, and then we're chilling.
Okay.
All right.
I know we talked about one of the extra properties becoming a second farm.
Yes.
Did you have another property picked out for a second farm, or just that one?
No, I'm still thinking about that. So the one that you have, I think second farm is good there. There's also the option of the one that we want to keep and putting a farm in the front of the girls' dorm. But I don't want to give keys to that if they're not a girl.
Yeah, exactly. So that one's a no.
Right.
I mean, we could use some of those people and make it but that one's in Cyprus. Damn it.
Right. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to do there. And if the Dons are cool with more people that want to farm having keys here, if they're bought in, it might be okay. I just need to discuss that with them. So I'll have a meeting with them tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll do the captain's meeting and then meet with Dons and go over, all of our needs and all of our thoughts on, the property logistics and whatever, because I want to make sure we're selling off anything we don't need, we're consolidating, all that.
Okay. Do you want me to email you when I get this invoice from the lumber co?
Yeah, please.
In case you're not around.
Please do.
I currently don't have enough cash to pay this myself.
How much is it going to be?
Well, with the
think be moved to the specialist role with the title of advisor?
Probably going to be at least 200K because the large crates
okay. Oh, that's
are
fine.
going to be 120.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. If they do that, take the money from their crates in the back that have some piles. Take it from there. Okay. They're like in the back corner. I would take it from that spot. Okay. But yeah. Approved.
Our Goober Eats is...
She's been helping handle just getting the wood. She like bought a bunch of wood and all this so that we could make stuff. So she's been making stuff. I late at night have been making stuff as well to get our supplies for the warehouse completely done so that we can actually hit the, save button and have it all get built. There was some stuff here. I asked Andy to move it. So she had this room here and it had walls around the edge, like the backs of these crates had walls. And then you would go through someone's office and go down into a secret location. And then that's where the second, like the back, quote unquote, back area of money would be with the laundry stuff. And I was like, hey, I need to move the money from there to here. So if it's not, I can't run between them easily. I'm going to fucking krill myself.
Oh, and all the washers are fucked up.
Yeah, I tried relinking them earlier. It's like half of them are not linked. And like it wasn't working when I tried earlier.
And I lost like 3, and it looks like we've lost more because I added 4 more. Huh. Oh wait, no, they're back.
Yeah, no. This is what I saw before. So there's 99 of them, but like I was trying to link them and they didn't want to link.
Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
I removed every single one of them and re-added them on Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I had a terrible day. It was a terrible day.
I can imagine.
It did not work at all. Ugh. But at least it looks like we're washing maybe a little bit more than before.
Right. I mean, it'll keep pace for now. Fuck. Yeah, I'll see if I can fiddle with it tonight and like relink them, but yeah, I tried earlier and they were being a little weird.
Mm-hmm. I brought 4 from the other house from Fudge.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna do like 2 laundry list things, and then I gotta be gone for the day until later.
So you don't pass out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Yeah, I think it's a room thing. So I'll fiddle with it later tonight. I'll maybe like slide them forward. Just make sure they're located in the same room. Might need to message Kiva, depending. But I'll check today if that is the issue. Okay, so I think we're gonna have Cypress Girls House, which will be great. Then we're gonna have I think it should be Cypress Girls House and then stables for the men. I think that'd be so funny. I think that'd be funny as fuck. But we'll have a girls' safe haven, and then from there, that'll end up being like my operational base with Sophia, I think, because we just really want a spot that other people can't like mess with. Then what do we have? Let me think. We have the silos. We have down here, we have the silos, which are our Fent spot, and they can stay as that. I really think they should be dual purposed. We have our Buttcoin farm, which could stay as Buttcoin farm. Then we have our new spots here, so this will be like new extra money depot spot and secondary farm. And maybe something else, because this place is big. We could put other stuff in there. Maybe this could be the spot that, I have some ideas. But basically just being able to split stuff between stables and then no major storage in the stables. The stables are like people to do their petty drop-offs. But when the Dons want to store something and it's a little bigger, but it doesn't need to go to Azul, I want them to be able to put it here. And we have girls' house here. Stables in the coop, yeah. Kickback mailbox location, I think should actually just be the stables. Let me look in there. As much as I'd like to use a new spot for it, I think it being close to Frank's is important, because here's the problem, guys. I'm going to have to take the clean cash from Frank's and move it to another building. And I can only move X amount of time. Who you roll with? What's going on?
No, I'm going to fill up. Got 2 cars.
Ooh, nice. Where you going?
Down the garage.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Just have the cars construction site, so just chill. They were the only crew that did a fun event. They're doing like some big dog auction.
Yeah, the auction is going on right now, so. Nice if you got it though. Good shit.
Got 2.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Alright.
Also, I've been cooking on the Lucky Plucker convenience looking thing.
Oh,
You can go look at it at some point.
It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a lot to do on it, but I'm working on it, so. Maybe this week, maybe this week.
I think it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. So the problem with, yeah, Kitty moved out of the stables, so now I can finally use the stables for what I want, which was the mailboxes and all the money shit. So the problem is I'm going to have to go into Frank's and run over here and drop clean cash in here, and I'm going to have to do that like 20 times. But it's still better than giving everyone a key to Frank's, because I think we just can't be doing that. Or maybe we can, but no, with the way it's designed, there's just no way. So what I want to do is rip out these doors and the walls in between. Poor Coco's room. Maybe I'll ask Coco if maybe we can move people here. I think, yeah, Kitty moved out because the property she bought over near mine is her farm now. So it's good that she moved out. I don't think the stables has a second door, but I was going to check the outside of all the properties. So yeah, her stuff is gone. So actually, this could be mail room. Actually, I think we could leave the rooms exactly as they are. And I just set up a bunch of crates, and I do 1 crate per member. So everyone has a crate. We'll be reworking. I'll take it upon myself, I think. I'll try to do it before anyone else does it, so I can set up the way I want it. Because I don't fucking want anybody building anything that is for logistical and operational reasons, because they'll build it, they'll make it look the way they want it to, but then the physical locations of things get messed up. But yeah, 1 crate per member. It should be fine because I have some existing crates, and some things are cheaper to make nowadays than they used to be. So I'm gonna put a bunch of crates and a bunch of storage up over here, make it look like just shelving, like industrial storage kind of thing. So, you know, my name is Donnie and I have $200,000. I run to my crate. I drop off my money, and then on top of it is a little box. There's a notebook in it. Both are keypadded with a unique key code to each member that I will give them. Maybe we don't do that. I mean, if people can just trust, then I don't want to do that. But if they do feel the need to, you know, keypad it, then whatever. Maybe I'll keypad everything. But they go here, they put their money in their crate, and then they go into their little box with their notebook, and they write their numbers down. Weed money, moonshine money. This is mostly for the moonshine cooks, so that I know their breakdowns. And all that. And then any group stuff like heists, whatever, they could temporarily drop here and write in their notebook and then move whatever. But when I'm ready to do a depot on or before Friday, I want to move my stuff in and lock it in for the week. I call someone up, I grab my money from here, or if I store it elsewhere, and I bring it to Frank's. Oh, I wasn't on the radio. But yeah. That's what I want. I could even have shared crates. For people that their kickback tends to not be like, you know, 200k. I think it'd be really easy to have like duos. Have pairs. So in the left side of the crate I put one person's money, and the right side I put the other person's money. And just have people buddy system. That might be better. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to constantly go back and forth between here. So as people wash throughout the week, I'll just move money over there. I'll have one big storage crate. Actually, no, I'll just do it over the weekend. I'll just fucking do it, whatever. That's my logistical nightmare. Actually, I don't need to go back in here. We're good. So hope no one runs into the air one overhead again. Well, it's only supposed to be a money drop spot, and there should be no reason for them to have to drop it in that location immediately. And that's the thing. I'm going to tell everyone, here's your mailbox. This is all at your own risk. All at your own risk. If you choose to use this as your spot because you want me to drop money off for you, and you're going to drop your own money there, just know some motherfucker could get this shit raided. That could happen. So yeah. Actually, let me... Harry Brown, no. I'm trying to think of who has have the least cooked cons, but I think Speedy's gonna be asleep by now.
Yo, what's up, Gigi?
Hi. Okay, I'm about to go to bed. But I want to let you know. So I looked at the properties and did like my big list of where I want to move shit and all that. I'm gonna present it to you guys tomorrow though, because I gotta
Perfect.
Go to sleep soon. But yeah, I was just looking at everything and deciding. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the bigger property that Sophia has and sell that to the crew, and that will be a crew function because the door is like really discreet. When I was looking at the front door, the one that I have, I like the way the front looks, but it's like really visible. Like cops can post up on the highway and watch it.
Yeah, I'm good, but I got all the stuff on me though. But yeah. Okay, I like it, Gigi.
Yeah, and then I will buy the one that I bought. I'll make sure any crew funds I use, I'll just give right back. And that will be good. And then there's all that drama with the Moonshine house right now, and they were like not trusting people. I'm gonna sell them my Polito property. I'm gonna move the savings to a different spot that's safe and closer. And the Polito property will be for Moonshine because they need a spot that no one knows about. So I'm gonna do that, and Moonshine's the only thing that works up north anyway, really. So
yeah,
so that should help. And then my Little Soul property, right now that has like 404 shit in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the savings there instead and move 404 out because they're getting their warehouse back, or they have it back.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I like it. I trust it.
Yeah, it should be good. But I'll give you guys the full report of everything tomorrow.
No problem, Mama. Said have a great day so far. Bye bye.
All right, I'll see you. Arush, my Don. Okay. He's still not listening? He will retain more than anyone else will. Maybe he sounds like he's not listening, but I promise you, whatever I say to him, he is much more likely to remember what I said than any of the other Dons. And he doesn't have to remember, I'm just saying it so he's like, he gets a rundown, and then tomorrow is when he'll hopefully retain it. He does take notes. He puts in the most effort to actually listen to me and understand me. Not just me, but other people, you know. I love that about Speedy. And I have one more call I wanted to make. Which one was she using? This one.
Hello, Gigi.
Hello. I'm going to bed soon, but I wanted to update. I'm moving stuff around with properties, whatever. I have a property in Little Seoul that's really nice for like a business. And I was thinking of making it so that whenever I run an event, I run it out of there. But I wanted to offer it to you as well. Yeah, the one with the big windows.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, I wanted to offer to you as well if you want to like run events out of there, have like a, like just a little office for it. Wow. Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
So cute, yeah. You're always welcome to use my Giga massive ones if you ever have a giant one you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it'd be nice for you to have a spot in the city to like,
No, that'd be great.
Do ops out of, but
my dark giant gray boxes is not always the vibe.
Exactly. So my thought is I have some people like using it for stuff right now, and I'm going to clear them out of there because they just got another spot. So once they're cleared out, then I will make it work for that purpose.
Okay. Did the door work for you? Well, doorway, did you look?
Yes, I was looking at it earlier today.
All right.
Yeah, it's like a little to the right. It's good, yeah, because I was thinking about running between both money rooms over and over with a duffel bag, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna end my life if I have to do that. So.
I think I won't.
Yeah, so
yeah,
but that's
all
good.
right.
No, it looks good as is. But yeah,
I'm calling it done there, and it's just gonna wait for Sophia to get all this stuff.
perfect.
We're chilling.
And I'm thinking this Friday or next Friday, I'm gonna run another Humans vs Zombies event, and just
okay.
post on Twitter about it like the day of. Not even do a big sign up like I did last time. But yeah,
I'll probably miss it because this week I am sporadic. I have powered through everything so I could go home and play scary games.
Hell yeah! I'm about to go in my apartment and play video games too.
All right. Hey, do you have a house?
I don't have a house.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you something.
Do you have a place that you would like decorated with Halloween decorations? You and I are running around doing that.
I would love Halloween decorations, but are you putting it on the outside?
Yes.
Not now because I'm keeping it discreet, but I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good. Just let us know.
Okay. I'm gonna make a house for the women of Cyprus.
What? That's so cute.
Girl's house. If there is a world in which you are an official woman of Cyprus.
Too.
Yep. The Queen Manor.
Queen Manor.
It's gonna be the Queen Manor.
Electric too.
Yep.
Boogaloo.
And I have a beautiful location for it. And it's an industrial property, which means we could do anything we fucking want in there. We could put a skate ramp. It's gonna be so fucking cool.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Every girl's gonna get a room, so just letting you know that we'll have bunk beds.
We love that. Oh, yeah. Bunk beds.
Yep, it's gonna be the Queen Manor. It's gonna be beautiful.
That'd be good. Oh, that'd be good because I'm just not wanting to live in Kyle Predland, even though that's probably only gonna last like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I give it 2, honestly.
Yeah, I was being generous.
Yeah.
Because I just am Flip's hair.
That's right.
Okay, I love you. I hope you have a nice nap.
Thank you. I'll see you. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah, I think the women of Cyprus will commandeer this as business, and then the other spot as the Queen Manor. I think the Queen Manor would be the funniest name for it. I actually think the Queen Manor is perfect. Like I was trying to name the gas station GG Gas, but it's named after me, Gigi, and not you know, not after the old gang. God, the chairs. God, all the chairs. It's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to give everyone in the city PTSD. Well, it's suitable because Gigi's a new character, you know, and I'm also a streamer who's never been on the server before 4.0, so I think it makes sense. I wanted to tell her really quick. Sasuke, please. I'm also moving some treasure stuff to here. Oh, I didn't give him that, but he doesn't need that. I think this one's just the second row is all my empty books. So my thought is, maybe I'll leave this as is, or maybe I'll rebuild this in the girls, in the Queen Manor. I gotta call it the Queen Manor. Maybe I'll rebuild this in the Queen Manor. And then me and Andy, we make this like a proper office and meeting space for, anything event related. I think that would be good. I love the name too. It's incredible. Yeah, it feels like a parallel universe. That's the vibe I'm going for. I think it'll be nice. But we have to go over the mainstream soon because I have a collab in like an hour and a half. So within the next 30 minutes, I gotta be over there. So we can get an hour of yapping in, but not at this exact second. Oh. Oh, I did see these in the catalog, actually, as decorations. Oh, and the coffin.
Please don't jump.
No. You can't stop me. I'm tired of it all.
No.
I'm tired of it all. Look, I'm fine. All right? I'm fine. I'll be fine. I just wanted to see the coffin, you know? I want to see my future.
Why do you have a helmet on? Oh, because you're doing all of the parkour.
Yeah, because I was doing parkour. Yeah, I gotta stay safe. What do you mean? That's why they got the gloves. Yeah. So it's my parkour club. Yeah. You should try it sometime. You should try the jump. You could do it. I believe you can make it.
From here to there?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
You just gotta look. You just gotta look at it. Just stare at it and you know, visualize. And take the jump.
I'm doing it.
Check DMs, okay. Oh my god, oh shit, I didn't even... Oh, Jesus. Okay, I got you. Beautiful. Incredible. Oh, should have worn a helmet. Yep, typical. Yeah, Oshie, let me do that. Let me do that. Oh my god, fucking Marty Banks. Hold on, I gotta sit here. I gotta... Let me see if I can do it. I gotta do it on my incognito window. I gotta re-auth in 7TV. Sign in. Not GEEGA. Okay. Okay, it should be done. I relogged in. I'll leave it open in case I need to do something else. Just tell Marty about the Queen Manor and how he isn't invited until Leslie becomes Martina. No, I'm not gonna tell anyone about the Queen Manor. It's gonna be girls only. Fresh browser source. Oh, true. Let me What about now? Test it, test it, test it. I gotta tell the girls. I don't know who's on. Didn't even work. Why isn't it working? Yeah, it's not working for me either. You were thinking it was the login token? It is working on main. I don't know why else. XCD does work. Huh. Why does it work? Oh! Is it... No, I just refreshed the cache. I was gonna say, is it cached? But, like, no. Are you trying to kill me?
Yeah. No.
Are
Come
you?
On, get in.
No.
Alright, fine.
No, you just tried to kill me. Why did I get in your fucking car? You insane?
Adventure.
Adventure? I gotta go to bed soon. You want me to go on an adventure? Yes. Someone who tried to kill me?
Are you Nemo?
My what?
Nemo.
What?
Do you not know Nemo?
No.
He like traveled around on his bed in his dreams. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see.
just trying to make some friends, okay?
I see. Okay, well here.
I'm very unpopular, you know.
Let me tell you something. I got a good spot for you. If you go to, do you know where Cypress Flats is?
No.
Okay, look at your GPS. Look at your GPS. Go east from here. Go very far east, all the way to East Los Santos. East Los Santos. You see, there's some streets just west and south of there. There's like a square. There's like Hangar Way.
Below Mirror Park?
Below Mirror Park, yeah. Go south of Mirror Park. Go south of East Los Santos. So you see the streets El Rancho Boulevard. You'll see Dry Dock. You'll see Popular Street.
East Los I see it.
Yeah, go around there. There are some construction buildings, and then behind that there are a bunch of buildings. And there are a lot of people that hang out around there. I would say try saying hi to them. They've been looking for people to hang out. They're pretty welcoming.
Alright, I'm going there.
Yeah, like if you're looking to something, it's a nice neighborhood, and if you're looking to get up to something, meet people, I would say that's pretty good.
I'm just really trying to get my foot in, you know.
Right. You could do that. You could also, if you want a spot that's really close, if you go down the road right here, just go down that way. There are a lot of people that hang out in Vespucci, kind of like near the beach. They have like a little mechanics area. Yeah, you could. I would say hang out with them.
I'm very tight with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say they're pretty good too. Oh, he knows.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to your first location.
Yeah.
What?
And when you go in there, my name is Gigi.
Gigi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I would say go around there. It's also a really good spot for parkour if you want to like try climbing around and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Oh, I gotta take this, but I hope you find friends. Hey, I just met some dude who's like new to the city, and he almost tried to hit me with his car because he just wanted me to get in and make friends. Well, I'm trying to send him to Cyprus. I told him, hey, there are a lot of really nice people down there. He's in a Glendale, so if you see a dude with sunglasses in a Glendale rolling around Cyprus, I sent him to die. Right? Yeah, smoke him, dude, smoke him.
All right, I'll be on that. Last question. After you said something, you made me realize. You do realize you're gonna have to create a sheet with exactly what numbers should be used moving forward, right?
Oh yeah. I am very aware.
Because I pay my drivers 20%. Which I mean, no one was doing. I think everybody was doing 10%.
Yes. So it's gonna be interesting. I have some ideas of how things could be reworked, so that I'm not tracking every little thing. One of my ideas was when someone wants ingredients, they straight up pay the farmer. When someone wants their shit pushed by someone else, they straight up pay the driver. And then they just report whatever they make into me, and I give them the 50% for it, right? So it's on the cook to like...
50%? Wait. What you mean 50%? I thought we were down to 35.
Yeah. So the crew... So every pipeline, 50% of the money goes out to people in the form of kickback, right? So like a portion of that is for the cook, a portion of that is for the... You know what I mean? So if the cook gets 25 and the pusher gets 10 and the farmer gets 15, that equals 50. Know what I'm saying? So instead of me going, okay, who farmed for this? Okay, there's their 15%. Who pushed it? Okay, there's their 10. Oh, who cooked it? Okay, there's their 25. Instead of doing that, I hand the cook the full 50%, and they hard, clean cash pay the farmers and the pushers when they see them out of it. So I'm not doing the splits. They figure it out. Does that make sense? That's one way to do it. Are you processing that? So, if you're saying words, I don't hear you. Did Teddy die?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Did you hear anything I said?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, when we went from the 50% cut down to the 35% cut, where did you imagine that other 15% went?
So that I have always handed to you guys. So 5% is your captain's cut. This is of your total crew earnings, but you could also calculate it from every transaction. It's all the same. 5% of everything is the captain's cut. 10% of everything is handed to you as sub-crew budget. That is where it went. So it got handed back to you guys, and then you were allowed to use it however you want. So if you wanted to pay the pushers more, you could. If you wanted to keep it and just use it as expense money, you could. But it was basically like crew took 35, that extra 15 was handed to you under a couple names, but it was, you know, still went to your sub-crew.
Okay, I just wanted to understand it from your perspective. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so my thought is, here's what I really want to do. So 50% total is standard kickback, right? 50% is crew shit, whether it be captain's cut, the sub-crew budgets, or the 35 for the crew fund, right? My thought was that 15% in the future, I want to hand it to people based off of role. So let's say you go roof running, you get 50% because you are a bought-in member. If you're a captain, you go roof running, you get 60%. Like that. Higher roles get paid more for their work because they work fewer hours because they spend time doing administrative work and managerial shit and whatever, like re-upping people, all that. So I want for their time for them to get a little more to balance out all the other shit they do. That was my thought.
So basically, are you saying like, let's say I take someone some moon crate, like 5 moonshine crates, right? They run them, they bring back 26,250. Do you want us to give them their portion of that roll, or do you want?
I think, that's a good question.
Because like even me and Clark had that question with a bank job too.
I think splitting it out physically beforehand would actually be the easiest, because then I give everyone 50% of every like dollar that they throw in for moonshine, right? Yeah, if the thing is, the farmers, like, they won't know until it's sold, and then the person has to go back to the farmer later and hand it to them, and that gets a little, you know, people forget shit. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm trying to think about like when the handoffs would happen, how to make the operations good. Because like, if you split out the rolled, let's say yeah, you get 25k, and I give some percent of that to my pusher, and I hand some percent of that to my farmer. That works out nicely, but the farmer's probably going to be asleep, because a lot of the farmers farm early, and then the cooks cook later, and then the board gets pushed later.
Well, I mean, you got to be around it somewhat a bit, right?
Well, yeah, but the problem is, so here's how the moonshine house works, for example, that we've got for the crew, is people drop off their crates, and a pusher can take it whenever from a crate and pick up the moonshine and go run it, and then they depot the money back into that cook's spot. So the cook will have a crate for their moonshine. So if I go to Donnie's crate and I'm like, yeah, I ran 5 of yours, here's the 25k, I put it in your crate, then Donnie would report to me like, hey, here's my shit, here's everyone that farmed for me and how many of those crates they farmed, here's everyone who pushed for me and how many of those crates they pushed. So the crew, the cook is like the central person for reporting to me, because they're the only one that interacts with both the farmer and the pusher. Know what I mean? And that's how we did it. So the cook would just write a count, not a number of dollars. They would just write a count of, here's how many times I cooked with this person's ingredients. Like I grabbed 5 from Sophia and cooked with them. They write 5 down. I had Toro push them, so I write 5 pushed for Toro. And then they give me the total money at the end. And from having those 3 numbers, I could just, boom, do the splits. That's how it's currently done. I've been trying to figure out if there's a good way for them to just pay people straight up, like you're saying, like split the rolled money with the pusher, and or maybe pay clean cash straight to the farmer when they pick ingredients up. I think like any of that could be good, but it's going to be a little interesting because there's that time gap, right? If I like drop shit in a house and then a pusher pushes it later, now I have to trust that pusher to take their split of the rolled, and you know, like the cook doesn't control that, etc., etc. So they're just all these little things that could make it a little messy, but I'm going to see if I could figure out a better way to do it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's little logistics, but it's like almost figured out. But I do like the idea of them being able to split the roll, because then if the pusher's like, yo, I have 1,000 rolled cash that I dropped in, and that was all from pushing moonshine. Because the split was already done, I could just be like, okay, here's your 50% kickback, boom, and they get 500 clean.
See, like, I always have my interesting question is always, why can't the cook just farm their own stuff?
So some of them do, but one of the reasons why we had people not doing both was because early on, people were fucking complaining because Moonshine makes a lot of money. And some of our crew were kind of stuck to pushing weed, and they weren't involved in Moonshine because we can only have so many people buy stills. We can only have so many people be cooks, right? And so people wanted to make money. I was like, hey, we can't have everyone cooking Moonshine. It's impossible. You're gonna have to do other shit. So what happened was, in order to make, literally to create jobs, I separated who cooks and who farms for the hours where we have a lot of people around, so that some people farm and get a split, some people cook and get a split. The work is split up, more people get involved in the pipeline that makes us the most money. That's why it's like that. And it was mostly done because people genuinely, we have a huge crew and they couldn't get involved in everything we do. So I was trying to make ways for people to get involved. That being said, some of our cooks do farm. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not our crew size. It's like bare minimum. Shouldn't people go back to like having to do some work themselves? Because like,
well, that's the thing. So the way the Dons envision it is we centralize a lot of our shit. Like what you have, where you have your own warehouse and it's not crew controlled, whatever, is kind of rare. Most people, I think now it's changed a little bit, but before they only had the main crew properties. They didn't have their own bases. So they didn't have a spot to farm besides ours. They didn't have commercial properties, etc., etc. So it was kind of made that way because of the lack of space too. Like farming space was totally limited. Nowadays, that's less of a problem. So I'm down now to split it out more. And I think the Dons fully expected more Cypress properties to go up because they wanted to have a warehouse that they purchased and had available for every crew, basically. But shit didn't work out that way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So their plans that they envisioned were not realistic with what the city had available. And yeah, so now we are where we are. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, so you having a warehouse was really good. You were able to run your shit out of there. But Vito, they had a house, but it was residential. They couldn't put grow beds in there. You know what I mean? So Donnie and Jason, who are part of his crew, have always been, they were like some of our earlier Moonshine cooks, so I gave them access to the farm. And I was like, you know, they can farm and cook. And if I'm around, I'll farm for them. But if I'm not, or if they want to do it and I just don't feel like doing it, boom, they could do it for themselves. But some of the cooks are associates or people that we don't want to have keys to the big warehouse as well. So like, you know, so that got locked down. So it's all these little things. Just all these little things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, and that's where I come in. I keep all this info aggregated in my brain, and I try to make it fucking work. I've always liked that you ran your own Moonshine thing because then you just report to me. You're like, "Yo, crew did this," and I go, "Okay," and I just give you the whole cut, and you split it out however you do. But with no sub crews, that becomes harder. With having different, like all these different people involved, I don't know. It just gets tough. So I'm trying to just figure out the simplest way. And I think simplest way might be a mix of what you and I said. When someone buys ingredients from a farmer, they pay them clean cash. The farmer gets paid. And then when someone has a pusher, they just give the pusher some of the rolled cash. And
yeah,
then
I think
both those people report that into me, and I just give them the full 50% of whatever they depot in, right?
Yeah. So, like, for example, like, here, I did all my work over the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was still in crates. I was fucking cooking myself. And I have all the cash ready to go for myself for Moonshine for this week because I'm probably not going to do anything else with Moonshine. So, with that being said, I can turn all this in now. And I can give the drivers their cuts because I made the drivers, like the drivers I have, Dom, Kane, and myself, we wrote down the exact amounts we got. I could just give them that roll percentage. They could turn it in with their numbers. You know, it comes from them driving, not doing farming or anything else. So
yeah, I think that's good. And then the same thing with heists. You do a heist, you split it. You give everyone, split it in half. Give everyone a sixth of that half, and then the other half straight to crew. And boom, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use that the rest of this week. Because we're going to be probably doing heists every day, and then...
Okay, yeah, start doing that this week, and I'm going to let the captains know tomorrow when we do the meeting. Same thing, so everyone can kind of adjust to the new system for this week. And then I put notes in the computer, so when you walk in the Frank's warehouse, the computer that is closer to the money, I put new notes in there. So I have, like, I renamed them. So plant sales, obviously that's weed. The Moonshine one is bakers. We call Moonshine Cooks bakers for the sake of, you know, keeping the notes clean. Have that in there. That system needs to be redone because of what we just talked about. I don't want to do that. So that note, don't worry about it. It's fucked up now. I have one called general sales. That's chopping, roof running, anything where you just get the full 50%. Boom, goes right in there. And that's it. That's it. So that should all work out. And then heists.
Wait, but wouldn't it be 65% if you're doing roof running?
No, that's 50. That's 50 because the 15 always went straight to your subcrew. As like the budget and captain cut thing. See what I mean?
I got you. So we're back to 50 across the board.
Mm-hmm. And then you write down expenses like you used to, and that's where I'm gonna do. So that 15%, I'm gonna work some of that money in as like that petty cash pile that I was talking about for expenses.
Oh, so you're saying basically since I bought 3 stills today, I need to start writing that down again.
Yeah, and I'll cover them.
Oh, that's so. I don't want that to look so bad. I'm not turning that in. I'm telling you, there's no way. That looks so bad. Because if I buy another set, no, I'm not writing that down. That's disgusting.
You got to do whatever you got to do for this week.
Oh no, I'm hanging up. I'm all in on this. Bye.
No. I love Teddy. That's gonna look so bad. That's disgusting. I love Teddy. That's my bestie. You hear that phone call that we just had right there? That's the phone call that we would have every day. I'm gonna text him a smile. I love Teddy. All right, we gotta go over to the other channel, get an hour of yapping in, then do collab, then do Schmoncher. We got a whole bunch. Got a whole bunch to do. I have so much to do in-game here, but this is less important. I got the most important stuff done today, which is I want to show properties. Get a couple of those notes set up for people. Tomorrow, big captain's meeting where I give them any final kickback that they would get as a sub-crew to pass out to people, and then reveal anything with the new system that I want them to do. So tonight, I'll be able to work on some of that, but I'll also, I'm going to do a bunch of work outside of any streaming stuff, because I'm still getting some other projects together, so. Let's go in the apartment. And then I just have one thing I gotta do before I hit the button. Yeah, meeting should be right after Storm tomorrow, so try not to be late with that. Collab is gonna be good luck to us. I fucking hate this game. I love it on paper. I just hate the way the version online runs, but Monopoly. I just hate the Ubisoft version. Hopefully it doesn't, like, die and kill my stream. I don't know. Yeah, oh yay. Monopoly Plus. Hey, I didn't pick the collab game. I was like, yo, this shit doesn't work, guys. But you know what? Let's do our fucking best, because sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. So we're going to try our best. But I'll only be there for an hour, because I then have a sponsorship that they kind of wanted me to do at a very specific time. So I'm going to do that. Just move a couple things. Sorry, I just don't want to start the raid until I have one thing ready. Okay. Well, let me open. I'm going to take 1 minute between this stream ending and the next stream starting to make sure that that shit all works. Okay. Good. Okay, let's go. More like Poopy Soft, exactly. Let's read main. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this stream before the raid pops and go over there and start it because I want to test something. One of my mods said that if I'm live here and I raid into that stream while it's not live, then the mobile users get bumped. They don't get sent along with raids to an offline channel. So I'm gonna end here, go live on that channel, and then the raid will pop. And I want to see if the mobile users get put into that or if the raids just don't work. I don't know. I think I know. But I don't know. So I'm going to